It's Thursday, September 7th, 2023. And a quick note, I will be on a road trip this weekend, so there will not be a Friday edition of One Sentence News, but it will be back as normal on Monday. So I'll talk to you then. In the meantime, let's talk about the news. From the New York Times, record rains flood Greece just as wildfires let up. Heavy rainfall has triggered floods in central Greece and in neighboring Bulgaria and Turkey, causing untold damage and at least 7 deaths so far. These floods are hitting just as wildfires, which have plagued Greece for weeks, began to subside, mimicking a pattern we've seen in other places around the world over the past year or two, and further straining already drained national and regional rescue services. Local authorities have warned that heavy rains could continue through today and that more rivers might overflow as a consequence, leading to more destruction and possibly more deaths as well. From Axios, world likely has hottest summer on record. The first batch of global temperature data for August has arrived, and it's looking like August of 2023 may be the hottest one on record, as was the case with June and July of this year. If confirmed, that would make the summer of 2023 the hottest summer on record, and though there are confounding factors, like the ocean-warming El Niño phenomenon and ongoing wildfires across Canada, that could be temporarily tipping the heat scales this year, some scientists are worried that this might be the beginning of an overall hotter climactic period, rather than an unusual one-off. And from Smithsonian Magazine, scientists cryopreserve and revive coral fragments in a world first for conservation. A new study in Nature Communications indicates that for the first time, scientists have been able to freeze fragments of coral into a glass-like state, before then thawing them and returning them to seawater, the coral reviving and functioning as normal after 24 hours. This is notable because of what it might mean for cryopreserving other organisms in the same way, including maybe human organs, for transport and preservation, but it also suggests we may be able to help preserve coral species at a moment in which warming oceans are threatening their health, which in turn threatens the health of the many other species that rely upon them and the reef systems they create. Half of the planet's coral reefs disappeared due to overfishing and pollution from 1950 through the 2020s, and we lost about 14% of our global coral populations between 2009 and 2018 alone. Research has suggested that we could lose another 70 to 90% of our reefs if the climate warms to 1.5 degrees Celsius over pre-industrial levels, which we are projected to hit sometime between 2030 and mid-century. So this preservation method could be vital to saving an ecosystem-rooting species if we reach that milestone. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.